Section 1 from the book of Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was on the surface of the deep, and God's Spirit was hovering over the surface of the waters. God said, "Light is," and there was light. God saw the light and saw that it was good. God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. There was evening, and there was morning. Day 1. God said, "There is an expanse in the middle of the waters, and it divides the waters from the waters." God made the expanse and divided the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so. God called the expanse sky. There was evening, and there was morning. Day 2. God said, "The waters under the sky are gathered together to one place, and dry land appears." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and he called the gathering together of the waters seas. God saw that it was good. God said, "The earth sprouts grass and plants yielding seeds, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind, with their seeds in them on the earth." And it was so. The earth produced grass and plants yielding seed after their kind, and trees bearing fruit with their seeds in them after their kind. And God saw that it was good. There was evening, and there was morning. Day 3. God said, "There are lights in the expanse of the sky to divide the day from the night, and they are for signs to mark seasons, days, and years. And they are for lights in the expanse of sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the expanse of sky to give light to the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. There was evening, and there was morning. Day 4. God said, "The waters abound with swarms of living creatures, and birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of sky." God created the large sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. God saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." There was evening, and there was morning. Day 5. Section 2 from the book of Joshua. After the death of Moses, the servant of Forever One spoke to Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' servant, saying, "Moses my servant is dead. So arise, go across the Jordan, you and all these people, to the land I'm giving them, even to the children of Israel. I have given you every place that the sole of your foot will tread on, as I told Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even to the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and to the great sea toward the going down of the sun, shall be your border. No man will be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land which I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and courageous. Be very careful to obey all the law that Moses my servant gave you. Don't turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. Haven't I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed, for Forever One your God is with you wherever you go. Then Joshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, "Pass through the middle of the camp, and command the people, saying, Prepare food, for within 3 days you are to pass over this Jordan to go in to possess the land which forever one your God is giving you to possess. Joshua spoke to the Reubenites and to the Gadites and to the half-tribe of Manasseh, saying, Remember the word which Moses the servant of Forever One commanded you, saying, Forever One your God gives you rest and will give you this land. Your wives, your little ones, and your livestock shall live in the land which Moses gave you beyond the Jordan. But you shall pass over before your brothers armed, all the mighty men of valor, and shall help them, until forever one has given your brothers rest, as he has given you. And they have also possessed the land which forever one your God gives them. Then you shall return to the land of your possession, and possess it, which Moses, the servant of Forever One, gave you beyond the Jordan toward the sunrise. They answered Joshua, saying, All that you have commanded us we will do, and wherever you send us, we will go. Just as we listened to Moses in all things, so we will listen to you. Only may Forever One your God be with you, as he was with Moses. Whoever rebels against your commandment and doesn't listen to your words in all that you command him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and courageous. Joshua the son of Nun secretly sent 2 men out of Shittim as spies, saying, Go, view the land, including Jericho. They went and came into the house of a prostitute whose name was Rahab, and slept there. The king of Jericho was told, Behold, men of the children of Israel came in here tonight to spy out the land. The king of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, Bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered into your house, for they have come to spy out all the land. The woman took the 2 men and hid them. Then she said, Yes, the men came to me, but I didn't know where they came from. About the time of the shutting of the gate, when it was dark, the men went out. Where the men went, I don't know. Pursue them quickly. You may catch up with them. But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them under the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order on the roof. The men pursued them along the way to the fords of the Jordan. As soon as those who pursued them had gone out, they shut the gate. Section 3, from the book of Ruth. In the days when the judges judged, there was a famine in the land. A certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to live in the country of Moab with his wife and his 2 sons. The name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his wife Naomi. The names of his 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, Ephrathites of Bethlehem, Judah. They came into the country of Moab and lived there. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. They took for themselves wives of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other was Ruth. They lived there about 10 years. Mahlon and Chilion both died, and the woman was bereaved of her 2 children and of her husband. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law, that she might return from the country of Moab. For she had heard in the country of Moab how Forever One had visited his people in giving them bread. She left the place where she was with her 2 daughters-in-law, and they went on the way to return to the land of Judah. Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each of you to your mother's house. May Forever One deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with the dead and with me. May Forever One grant you that you may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voices and wept. They said to her, No, but we will return with you to your people. Naomi said, Go back, my daughters. Why do you want to go with me? Do I still have sons in my womb that they may be your husbands? Go back, my daughters, go your way, for I am too old to have a husband. If I should say, I have hope, if I should even have a husband tonight, and should also bear sons, would you then wait until they were grown? Would you then refrain from having husbands? No, my daughters, I am seriously grieved for your sakes, since the hand of forever one has gone out against me. They lifted up their voices and wept again. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth stayed with her. She said, Behold, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and to her gods. Follow your sister-in-law. Ruth said, Don't urge me to leave you and to return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May forever one so deal with me, and even more, if anything but death parts you and me. When she saw that she was determined to go with her, she stopped speaking. Section 4, from the book of Matthew. The book of the genealogy of Jesus' anointed one, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham became the father of Isaac. Isaac became the father of Jacob. Jacob became the father of Judah and his brothers. Judah became the father of Perez and Zerah by Tamar. Perez became the father of Hezron. Hezron became the father of Ram. Ram became the father of Aminadab. Aminadab became the father of Nahshon. Nahshon became the father of Salmon. Salmon became the father of Boaz by Rahav. Boaz became the father of Obed by Ruth. Obed became the father of Jesse. Jesse became the father of King David. David became the father of Solomon by her who had been Uriah's wife. Solomon became the father of Rehoboam. Rehoboam became the father of Abijah. Abijah became the father of Asa. And Asa became the father of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat became the father of Joram. Joram became the father of Uzziah. Uzziah became the father of Jotham. Jotham became the father of Ahaz. Ahaz became the father of Hezekiah. Hezekiah became the father of Manasseh. Manasseh became the father of Ammon. Ammon became the father of Josiah. Josiah became the father of Jeconiah and his brothers at the time of the exile to Babylon. After the exile to Babylon, Jeconiah became the father of Shealtiel. Shealtiel became the father of Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel became the father of Abiud. Abiud became the father of Eliakim. Eliakim became the father of Azor. Azor became the father of Zadok. Zadok became the father of Achim. Achim became the father of Eliud. Eliud became the father of Eleazar. Eleazar became the father of Matan. Matan became the father of Jacob. Jacob became the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, from whom was born Jesus, who was called Anointed One. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations. From David to the exile to Babylon, 14 generations. And from the carrying away to Babylon to the Anointed One, 14 generations. Now the birth of Jesus' Anointed One was like this. After his mother Mary was engaged to Joseph, before they came together, she was found pregnant by the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her husband, being righteous and not willing to make her a public example, intended to divorce her secretly. But when he thought about these things, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, don't be afraid to take to yourself Mary as your wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. She shall give birth to a son. You shall name him Jesus, for it is he who shall save his people from their sins. Now all this happened that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, Behold, the virgin shall be with child, and shall give birth to a son. They shall call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. Joseph arose from his sleep, and did as the angel of the Lord commanded him, and took his wife to himself, and didn't know her sexually until she had given birth to her firstborn son. He named him Jesus.